Safety buildings. This is where just hours ago police released to us this controversial video. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I want you to take a close look at it and see if you recognize anyone in that video. This video was taken at the drive-thru at a McDonald's, the scene of the attack. A McDonald's employee pulled out an iPhone and shot this amazingly clear video, all to capture everything that happened. You can see a group of women attacking a man in the passenger side of the vehicle at the drive-thru window.
Clearly, the man never leaves his car. He's the victim of the assault. Once again, he has a very critical injury to his eye. I don't know the latest prognosis for this injury, but I think he's going to suffer some permanent eye damage, and these women are accountable.
At one point, you can see the assailant, a woman in a striped dress with something in her hair, lunging repeatedly towards the victim's car. She strikes him and comes back for more. Police have been studying not only the moving video, but also these still photos taken from that video. They believe they know the make and model of the vehicle the assailant was in. They have a few leads there, but still are trying to learn the identity of the women involved in the attack. The employee who had that video was slow to come forward for fear of retaliation. But now that it's available, police are confident somebody watching at home will be able to help them identify the attacker.
Their attack was vicious, their attack was prolonged, and they ganged up on him just like a pack. So we've got to find out who these women are, find out what their criminal history is, to see if this is something that they're just prone to do. If it is, we need to put a stop to it.
Back live in downtown Dayton, anybody with any information is being asked now to call Dayton Police at 333-COPS. Police believe those women are local and may still be in the area. And yes, you can call and leave an anonymous tip. The number 333-COPS. Live in downtown Dayton, Jim Oddie, News Center 7.
A Dayton man goes back into surgery today as doctors try again to save his eye. A woman almost gouged it out with a stiletto heel. Now, the victim's mother hopes money convinces somebody to give police the tips they need. Jill Greco has details on this new reward.
It was senseless. It didn't have to happen that way.
For Irene Trailer, from now on, her feet will be in flats.
No, I'll never wear high heels. No, never.
It's because it was a woman's high-heel stiletto that stabbed her 35-year-old son in the eye last week.
I cry all the time. I try to stay strong for him.
The drive-thru camera at the McDonald's on Free Pike captured the crime. Anthony Milliner had just helped a woman being abused in the car ahead of him. But when her friends pulled in, they suddenly attacked the Good Samaritan, one woman using her stiletto to repeatedly stab him in the eye.
I see my son who can't see out of his eye. He's depressed, and he just can't figure out why it happened to him.
When we first showed you this video last week, Trailer had high hopes someone would help police identify her son's attackers. But with still no arrest, she hopes cash will be more convincing.
I thought that if I offer a reward, maybe there's somebody out there that might sympathize.
The reward is $1,000 for the person who gives police the tip that leads to the arrest and conviction of the stiletto stabber.
These girls, they don't realize that they not only hurt him, they hurt me, they hurt my mother, they hurt my sisters. My whole family is hurt over this.
And an arrest, she says, could at least help some of the hurt go away.
And again, that was Jill Greco reporting. Also, keep in mind, the victim here has a 3-year-old child. That child is afraid of their father now because of the way that eye looks. And this victim is still in constant pain. Again, a $1,000 reward being offered here. And this is what you need to do. You need to call the Dayton Police Department at 333-COPS if you know who's responsible, and ask specifically.
Today, authorities approved a charge of felonious assault against this woman, then issued that arrest warrant, and police say they won't stop searching until they find her.
We have a suspect that we now have a warrant on file for, Heather Sims.
27 years old, and police say she's extremely violent.
This is one of those incidents that didn't need to occur.
Heather Sims is now charged with felonious assault. Police say she is the woman seen in this video maliciously stabbing a man in the eye with her stiletto shoe at the McDonald's drive-thru on Free Pike.
The victim, Anthony Milliner, had just finished helping a domestic violence victim, the women apparently thinking he was the attacker.
They overreacted to the point where now somebody else lost an eye and she's going to be locked up for quite some time.
According to court documents, the suspect lives here on Graymont Avenue on Dayton's west side. No one answered when I knocked on her door, and neighbors say no one opened up for police either.
They were out looking for some girl.
Lynn Brown was doing yard work when officers showed up next door. Did you hear about the case of the guy who got stabbed in the eye with the stiletto shoe?
Yeah, I think I did hear about that, yeah.
That's your neighbor.
Oh, wow, that's not good.
If you know where Heather Sims might be, contact Dayton Police at 333-COPS.
She might as well turn herself in, because wherever she go, she'll get caught anyway.
Now, as for the other two women seen there on that tape, authorities say they have identified those women as well. Their charges are pending. Reporting live in Dayton, Jill Del Greco, News Center 7.
All right, Jill.
News Center 7 continues.
Where have you been all this time? Did you know you were wanted?
Police have been after her for almost 10 months, and today the woman dubbed the Stilletto Stabber turned herself in.
Heather Sims is the woman who allegedly stabbed a man in the eye with her high-heel shoe. It happened at a drive-thru of a McDonald's in June. Police say several women actually attacked the victim moments after he tried to help an apparent domestic violence victim in the car ahead of him.
Jill Del Greco spoke exclusively with the victim after police arrested this suspect, and Jill joins us live. Jill?
That suspect is here at the Montgomery County Jail. She came here herself to turn herself in this morning, which for the victim, it's been a long wait.
What do you have to say?
It's the day Anthony Milliner has been waiting for.
I'm really happy. I tried to have it behind me.
After nearly 10 months.
Where have you been all this time? Did you know you were wanted?
And several surgeries.
I had 6 or 7 surgeries.
The woman who allegedly blinded him with her stiletto shoe turned herself in.
To be on the run as long as she has been on the run, she done a good thing. She done a good thing for herself.
Milliner is still self-conscious about his eye injury, so we've blurred his interview. Can you see it all out of that eye?
No, I can't see it all.
The attack happened in late June last year in the drive-thru of this McDonald's on Free Pike. An employee recording with his smartphone plus McDonald's surveillance cameras played a big role in identifying the suspect. Soon after we aired this video, police identified Heather Sims as their stiletto stabbing suspect.
You stabbed him with that shoe?
But officers say she'd been avoiding them until today.
I know that's a hard thing to do, to turn yourself in.
Though Milliner says he's glad she did, so he can start moving on from this terrifying night and get back to a normal life.
It's the closure, and I'm happy for the closure.
Sims remains here at the Montgomery County Jail on a charge of felonious assault, and as of right now, no bond has been set. We're live in Dayton. Jill Del Greco, News Center 7.
All right.